Reacting to the ongoing blame game between NSC and IM and the former Chief Minister of Nagaland, Dr. S.C. Jamir, over the Naga political issues, the Ascendant calls war of words unhealthy. Further, apex body of AUS Nagas also asked stakeholders to make competencies of the framework agreement public. Following centre's slash of excise duty on petrol and diesel, Nagaland sees a sharp cut of petrol price by rupees 8.29 to 9.18 per litre and diesel by rupees 6.40 to 7.08 per litre from Sunday, with revised prices coming into effect. In Kohima, petrol costs rupees 99.39 per litre, while diesel price stands at rupees 87.54 per litre. In Diwapu, petrol to cost rupees 98.28 per litre and diesel 86.65 per litre. Nagaland Foothill Road Construction Committee welcomes state government and Road and Bridges Department's desire to inaugurate the Doyam Bridge at Governor's Camp, Lipanyan under Woka district at the earliest. Committee urges all the contractors to expedite and improve the ongoing works soon. As the flood situation continues to remain grim in Assam, nearly 7.2 lakh people under the impact of the deluge across 22 districts, as 6 more persons, including 2 children, lost their lives as the situation continues to be deteriorated. Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrives in Japan for a 2-day visit to participate in the Quad Leaders Summit on May 24. Prime Minister also to have a bilateral meeting with Prime Minister of Japan Fumio Kishida on same day. Hello viewers, I'm Rinki Gogoi and you're watching Nagaland TV News Now. Let's see more of the news in details. Reacting to the ongoing blame game between the NSC and IM and the former Nagaland Chief Minister Dr. S.C. Jamir over the Naga political issue, which is in news of late, the Ascendant has opined that re-emergence of war of words is not healthy. The Ascendant in a press release asked both the parties to be more prudent and think wisely before making allegations. Furthermore, the Ascendant reiterated its stand that the competencies of the framework agreement that was negotiated with the Government of India to be disclosed to the public. While citing how the current Naga political predicament is creating animosity, distrust and cynicism, it cautioned the concerned parties that the blame game weakens the Naga cause. Therefore, the Ascendant implored upon both the parties to not keep the competencies of the framework agreement in secret, as it is making the Naga people lose their hope and faith on the ongoing negotiations. Now take a note of this. After the centre slashed excise duty on petrol by rupees 8 per litre and on diesel by rupees 6 per litre, Nagaland consumers celebrate a sharp cut of petrol price by rupees 8.28 to 9.18 per litre and diesel by rupees 6.40 to 7.08 per litre with effect from Sunday. With the revised prices coming into effect, a litre of petrol in the state capital Kohima now costs rupees 99.39, while diesel price stands at rupees 87.54 per litre. In the commercial hub Dimapur, retail price of petrol is rupees 98.28 per litre and diesel at 86.65 per litre. Meanwhile, price cut in Tungstens was little lower, where petrol cost is highest in the state, retailing at rupees 101.85 per litre and diesel at rupees 89.80 per litre. In Kipiri district, petrol to sell at rupees 101.87 per litre and diesel at rupees 89.96 per litre. In Shamator, petrol and diesel to cost rupees 101.85 and 89.80 per litre respectively. Meanwhile, in Noklak, petrol to cost rupees 101.54 per litre and diesel to retail at 89.66 per litre. On the other hand, in Peg district, the new price of petrol and diesel are rupees 101.07 and rupees 89.08 per litre respectively. In Zunheboto, the retail rate of petrol is rupees 101.07 per litre and diesel is rupees 89.04 per litre. In Mokokchung, a litre of petrol will now sell at rupees 100.84 while a litre of diesel to cost rupees 88.89 per litre. In Longlang, new retail rate of petrol is rupees 100.76 per litre and diesel is rupees 88.94 per litre. Now in Mon district, consumers will have to pay rupees 100.45 for a litre of petrol and rupees 88.63 per litre of diesel. Also in Simeonu, petrol will sell at rupees 98.94 per litre and diesel at rupees 87.26 per litre. On the other hand, the rate of petrol in Peren is rupees 98.65 per litre and diesel is rupees 86.99 per litre. Notably, the new rates after the fuel excise duty cut varied from state to state and district to district depending upon the incidence of local taxes, amongst others. Now moving on, Tungstens Union in pursuance to reference a no KSU EDU ST TSUA in 01-2022 in continuation to the extensive survey undertaken by the office inclusive of 8 schools under Noklak headquarters informs newly revised monthly tuition fees. The union revised and fixed the monthly tuition fees to stabilize the disparity of the socio-economic conditions in a nascent district. The union informed that monthly tuition fees will be rupees 400 maximum per student and the teachers or tutors shall not entertain more than 10 students in one shift. Furthermore, the union informed all the concerned teachers and the tutors to strictly adhere to the aforementioned directives with effect from 1st of June 2022 till further revision is notified. Now, Nagaland Foothill Road Construction Committee welcomes the state government and Road and Bridges Department's desire to inaugurate the Doyam Bridge at Governor's Camp, Lipnanyan under Wokha district at the earliest. The committee is hopeful that by early part of June 2022, the construction of the bridge will complete and thereby provide connectivity to the people. It is worth mentioning that the construction of the bridge has been going since the past 9 years. The committee has urged all the contractors to expedite and improve the ongoing works soon so that the state government's entourage would apply on the road to Doyam Bridge and beyond on the inauguration day. Proud moment for the Nagas as Abel Sumi was awarded in the musician category of the Real Superheroes Award 2022 Season 3 on May 20 in Goa by the Forever Star India. Notably, the Forever Star India awarded Sumi, the proprietor of the Musicians Academy Dimapur and the chief organizer of the reality shows The Stage Nagaland and You Got the Voice Nagaland for promoting Naga artists and musicians in the field of music. Well, due to the incessant rains causing waterlogging and landslides in several areas across the state, Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority alerts all the district disaster management authorities and the State Disaster Response Force. Dimapur Commandant Akhu Kat stated that SDRF personnel were ready to deal with the emergencies. However, the team is unable to perform well due to the lack of equipments. Kat maintained that they were short on equipment such as an inflatable rubber boat, an outboard motor, diving suit and other supplies. Kat also notified that the SDRF Dimapur is currently holding one boat, whereas they require at least 3 to 4 boats. The SDRF also appealed to the NSDMA to look into the matter, and the SDRF Dimapur has 30 personnel, but CAT maintained that they also ought to cover Chumukidima and Newland districts. CAT, talking about the floods, maintained that no floods occurred in the last 2 months. However, drowning incidents take place every now and then in the river Dhansiri. CAT also talks about how a boy drowned in Dhansiri River last month, to which CAT stated that the search operation was conducted, but the team could not retrieve the body even after 4 days of search. The team had to abandon the search operation due to the rising water level. URA Academy is all set to organize its 52nd seminar from May 26 to 27 at URA Academy Hall in Kohima, whereby various topics will be deliberated during a one-day seminar and panel discussion. Notably, story writing, poetry writing competition and extempore speech will be held on May 27. Furthermore, maximum 50 students along with teachers from each institutions as delegates and all MIL, BA honors and MA 10-year students of different colleges and universities slated to attend the program. The organizers have further extended the invitation to the church leaders, Sunday school teachers, church editorial boards, secretaries of the school, teachers, students and community leaders, elders and the well-wishers to attend the program positively. Well, now the Bhojpuri Premier League Season 3 commenced on Sunday at Ram Janaki High Secondary School with Agriculture Production Commissioner Y. Kiketo Sema as the chief guest. Notably, Bhojpuri Premier League is being organized by the Nagaland Bhojpuri Samaj. Furthermore, Y. Kiketo Sema, while addressing the gathering as the chief guest, encouraged the organizers and the players to have good sportsman spirit, which will help them gain success in life. Meanwhile, Nagaland Bhojpuri Samaj also felicitated different organizations and societies. It is to be mentioned that BPL is only played by youngsters from the Bhojpuri Samaj residing in Dimapur. It may also be mentioned that cricket fans and players are re-witnessing the BPL after a gap of 3 long years due to the pandemic.
This is the third season we are having this BPL. BPL is Bhojpuri Premier League, and this is a match under lights. We auctioned some around 11-12 teams. It's just a replica of IPL, you know, and this is for motivating the youths. And this is specifically for players from UP and Bihar, which belongs to our society. Unique type of cricket league. We are trying to develop their talents. This is what it was meant for. And today's chief guest, today was the opening ceremony, and our chief guest was Sir Kiketo Y. Sema, IAS Agriculture Production Commissioner. Just now we concluded the opening ceremony, and after 5 minutes we will be having the match. As I told you, see, youths, IPL was very popular among the youths, and cricket, you know, is a very fun-loving. Most of the people love cricket game. So we thought कि if IPL की तरह हम लोग भी कर दें, so it's a fun type, and at the same time encouraging the talent among skills को encourage करने के लिए, and that was the idea behind. No, as I told you, this is only for players from our society, from our community only.
That was for cricket lovers. Now, a meeting was held with the Fowls Traders Union and wholesalers of chicken and duck coming under the jurisdiction of Kohima Municipal Council at KMC office on May 17. After the meeting, the KMC and the union informed on the updated and the approved prices of poultry. Broiler chicken, which was sold at Rs 180 per kilogram, will now be sold at Rs 210 per kilogram. Layer chicken, which was sold at Rs 260 per kilogram will now be sold at rupees 280 per kilogram. Broiler to be sold at rupees 280 per kilogram. Price of local chicken has been increased by rupees 80 and is now at 530 per kilogram, whereas pani per piece is to be sold at rupees 480 per kilogram. The prices of China Haas male and female has also been set at rupees 1,000 and 680 respectively. Pair of Raja Haas to cost rupees 2,600, whereas pigeon pair to cost rupees 350. Well, now the Counselling and the Placement Cell, Nagaland University School of Agricultural Sciences and Rural Development organized a counselling program. The program was conducted on May 21 to motivate and encourage the students on skill development and also to prepare them for junior research fellows, senior research fellows and agricultural research service exams. The undergraduate as well as postgraduate students participated in the day-long program. The program was divided into 3 sessions, where the first session was taken by Chairman of Livingstone Foundation Society, Dimapur, and Dr. Andrew Hoto Sema. The second session was taken over by Scientist Agricultural Research Service, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, National Research Center for Mithun Medzipima, Dr. Vikram R. Dr. Vikram motivated the students and imparted knowledge on strategy, including writing skills and time management for ARS as well as ICAR JRF exams. The third session was taken by Professor K.K. Jha, who presented the overview of ICAR, JRF, SRF as well as ARS exams and also motivated the participants for full coverage of the syllabus. Let's go and move on to the regional news. As the flood situation continues to remain grim in central Assam, Nagaon has become the worst district, with nearly 3.46 lakh people affected by flood. As per Assam State Disaster Management Authority, nearly 3.46 lakhs people have been affected in Nagaon alone, followed by 2.29 lakhs in Kachar, 58,393 in Hojai, and 28,001 in Darang, while 38,538 people in Morigao and 16,382 in Karimganj districts. Meanwhile, 6 persons, including 2 children, on Sunday died after drowning in Kachar, Hozai and Nagaon, while taking the death toll to 24. Notably, 95,473.51 hectares of agricultural lands and 2,095 villages are still underwater. A total of 91,518 flood-affected people are currently lodged in 269 relief camps set up by the district administration. Furthermore, the Indian Army, State Disaster Response Force, National Disaster Response Force and volunteers have rescued a total of 26,236 stranded persons. Now, a boy from Manipur was inhumanly beaten by his classmates on the 21st of May in Churachandpur district of Manipur. Tangrot Lung is a student of Selmat Christian Higher Secondary School studying in class 9. Notably, the incident occurred as Tangrot Lung was coming out of the school after appearing his exams. It has been notified that the victim is admitted in one of the hospitals in Impal and is in a very critical condition. The victim is neither able to eat nor drink at the moment. Many civil societies have condemned the barbaric and the inhuman act, and hashtag justice for Tangrot Lung has also been seen making rounds in the social media. There was grave. Now, the deadline for submission of online application for for UGC NET December 2021 and June 2022 has now been extended to May 30. UGC Chairman M. Jagdish Kumar made the announcement at a time when national testing agencies opened the application form correction window for the March December 2021 and June 2022 cycles of UGC NET. Meanwhile, the candidates can visit the official website ugcnet.nta.nic.in to submit their application form. It may be noted that the UGC NET is held twice a year. However, this time the June 2022 cycle has been postponed due to the postponement of December 2021 cycle because of COVID-19. NTA further combined the December 2021 and June 2022 cycles to make the examination cycles more consistent. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday met Chairman of NEC Corporation Nobuhiro Endo in Tokyo as part of his 2 days visit to the country and discussed the Japanese multinational company's role in India's telecommunications sector. It is to be mentioned that Prime Minister Modi reached Japan for a 2-day visit to participate in the 3rd Quad Leaders Summit in Tokyo on May 24, along with the other Quad members. Notably, the Prime Minister will have a bilateral meeting with Fumio Kishida, the Prime Minister of Japan, on May 24. Meanwhile, during the visit, the Prime Minister is also slated to participate in a business event with Japanese business leaders and also interact with the Indian community. Now amidst floods news, in a move to restore the railway network devastated by floods and landslides in Assam's Dima Hasao district, the centre has sanctioned rupees 180 crores for the restoration of the railway network. Taking down to Twitter, Assam Chief Minister confirmed the allocation of rupees 180 crores by the centre and further mentioned that repairing of the damaged portions of the vital rail link will restore connectivity between Barak and Brahmaputra valleys of Assam and reconnect Tripura, Mizoram and parts of Manipur with the rest of the country. Meanwhile, the Railway Ministry has also assured to complete the restoration work of railway network in Dima Hasao district by July 10 this year. Earlier on Sunday, the Chief Minister of Assam had met Union Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnav in New Delhi. Let's see, rain in Delhi as parts of national capital and NCR received heavy rain with thunderstorm on Monday. Flight operations at Indira Gandhi International Airport were affected, upon which the airport authorities requested the passengers to contact the airline concerned for the updated flight information. Meanwhile, strong winds and heavy rains uprooted trees in parts of Delhi, which resulted in road blockage. Notably, Indian Meteorological Department predicted that thunder shower with moderate intensity rain and gusty winds is likely to continue. It further added that the impact of vulnerable structures, kacha houses, traffic and visibility is affected and suggested people to stay indoors and avoid travel if possible. On political grounds now, Congress leader Navjot Singh Sidhu has been taken to Rajendra Hospital in Patiala for a medical checkup on Monday morning. Sidhu has been lodged in Patiala Central Jail on May 20 after Supreme Court imposed 1 year imprisonment on him in the 1988 road rage case. Sidhu was acquitted in connection with the culpable homicide charges but was convicted of the offence of voluntarily causing hurt. The court had slapped a fine of Rs 1,000 on Sidhu. The Sessions Court judge of Patiala on September 22, 1999 acquitted Sidhu and his associate due to a lack of evidence in the case and giving the benefit of doubt. It was then challenged by the victims' families before the Punjab and the Haryana High Court, which had in 2006. Sidhu was also convicted and sentenced to 3 years of imprisonment. Sidhu then filed an appeal before the Apex Court challenging this order. It is to be mentioned that on December 27, 1988, Sidhu allegedly beat up Gurnam Singh on his head, leading to his death. Let's move on to the international news. Anthony Albanese, the head of Australia's Labour Party, was sworn in as the new Prime Minister of Australia on Monday before travelling to Tokyo for an international meeting. Taking to Twitter, Albanese said that he is deeply honoured to serve as Australia's Prime Minister, and as a Prime Minister, he wants to bring people together and lead a government that is courageous, hardworking and caring as the Australian people. Notably, Albanese claimed the victory on Saturday night in the election, ending his wait for power after 9 years. It is to be mentioned that Anthony Albanese becomes the country's 31st Prime Minister. We have more on Sri Lanka's crisis. Sri Lanka received Rs 2 billion worth humanitarian aid from India on Sunday. Indian High Commissioner Gopal Bagle handed over the consignment to Lankan Foreign Minister G.L. Paris. Notably, the consignment consisted of 9,000 metric tons of rice and 50 metric tons of milk powder and more than 25 metric tons of drugs and other medical supplies. Paris remarked that India has not sent any assistance anywhere of this scale ever before. It may be mentioned that Sri Lanka is set to receive more consignments from India in the coming days. Here's more for the sports lovers. Manchester City retained the Premier League title in the most dramatic of fashion as they hauled themselves back from 2-0 down to beat Aston Villa 3-2 with 3 goals in the final 15 minutes on Sunday. Ilkay Gundogan came off the bench to score twice with Rodri also on target as Pep Guardiola's men held off Liverpool's title charge to win the league by a point. Manchester City won their 4th Premier League title in 5 years. Manchester City are now the 2nd most successful club in Premier League history. And again, AC Milan have been crowned series title for the first time in 11 years by cruising to victory at Sassuolo as they won 3-0 against Sassuolo at the Mepi Stadium. Olivier Giroud scored twice and Frank Kessie once as Milan won easily away. Milan has won 26 of the 38 games this season with 8 draws and 4 losses throughout the entire campaign to be crowned the champions of Italy for a 19th time. Inter beat Sampdoria 3-0 on the final day, but Simone Inzaghi's men could not deny their city rivals. Napoli were third after a 3-0 win at Spezia, while Juventus ended their disappointing season under Massimiliano Allegri, who won the title with Milan in 2010-11 by finishing 4th by qualifying for next season's Champions League. Well, good news for Korea. Tottenham Hotspur winger Son Heung-min became the first Asian player to win the Golden Boot award in the English Premier League. Son Heung-min and Liverpool's Mohamed Salah shared the Premier League's Golden Boot award on a dramatic final day of the season. Son started the day a goal behind Liverpool's Mohamed Salah in the race to win the Golden Boot award, but netted twice in the space of 5 minutes to reach 23 Premier League goals. Manchester United's Cristiano Ronaldo finished in the third spot with 18 goals. Tottenham Hotspurs are back in the Champions League for the first time in 3 seasons. Thank you, viewers. That's all from News Now. For more updates, keep watching Nltv. Sob manunagawas.
अरे तूने अभी तक कुछ किया ही नहीं।
अरे ये तो लो क्वालिटी टंकी है।
होशियारी मत दिखाओ, दुकानदार ने 5 साल की गारंटी दी है।
अरे 5 साल छोड़िए, इसका पानी पियेंगे ना तो बहुत जल्दी हम लोग पहुंचेंगे। अंदर का सरफेस प्लेन, स्मूथ और प्योर व्हाइट भी नहीं है। आप एक काम क्यों नहीं करते, निप्को